Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. In today's video, we're going to be setting up my meal planning section and my happy planner. If you caught my July planner lineup as well as my Franken planner setup, then you may know that I have incorporated a meal planning section into my planner. If you have not seen that video, I will link it down below. So yes, I have incorporated a meal planning section, but I haven't quite set it up yet. And I think I need to add more to that section in order to be successful. So this video is probably going to be filmed in multiple parts. So there's probably, I don't know what part's going to be first, what part's going to be second. So it may be a hodgepodge of a video. But I realized that today is actually June the 30th that I'm filming it, and tomorrow is July 1. And that is when I want to start my new meal planning process. So in the video, I showed you guys how I'm using a 2022 calendar. It was just from a very old planner that I hadn't been using, and I just literally, I'm doing a Monday start, so that way I didn't have to change any of these. And then I put my meal prep stickers already down. So I meal prep typically on Sundays and then again on Wednesdays. And when it comes to meal prepping, generally what I meal prep is my lunches. Because that's I'm kind of bad about lunches and dinners. So I do only cook for myself. I don't have anybody else to cook for. And that makes it difficult because it's easy to snack for dinner or something like that. So that's the reason why I need to get rolling. All right. And then I have this page too. And this is from the Happy Planners Fitness Planner. I believe this is a really old one. I'm not exactly sure how old it is. I just have a lot of these extension packs. I'm like, I need to use them. So I'm definitely going to be using this. I'm going to change this. So I'm not going to have exercise. I track my workout in a separate section. So what I'm kind of going back and forth on, what I was going to use this for is actual tracking of my meals. So then writing my meals down after the fact. But I think I need the space for planning. Because my original thing was I was going to plan here. So, but I just don't think that's enough room when you think about, I am struggling when it comes to both lunches and dinners. And I think if I was just struggling with either or, this would be enough room. But because I'm struggling with both, I think I need more space. And snacks too. I really do need to get more consistent with my snacking. Because right now I just open the pantry and pull something out, and I think I almost need to pre-plan that as well, just because I've been kind of going down an unhealthy path. So yeah, I think we are going to actually plan on here, and then maybe here I'll do my macros, and then I'll do my macros based on my plan. Maybe that's what I'll do. So make sure I'm kind of doing more. My macros are for maintaining a healthy weight, et cetera, et cetera. But the main point is just making sure it's kind of balanced, I think. All right. But I still don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. So maybe we'll figure it out as we go along. A couple of things I need to add. And I did pull out my book of filler pages because I might use that. And I also pulled out one of my vertical planners. I actually have multiple vertical planners in here. This one I'm currently using for my mental wellness journaling, but I could probably pull some of these pages out as well because it's outdated. But I've been pulling more from this one. I don't know. Maybe I will pull from some of these because these are a little bit more colorful, and I don't really care about that. It looks like I have some here too. All right, because what I'm thinking is I don't want to use January and February because I can easily redate some of this stuff. All right, I think I already pulled some of these. All right, I use these sheets as like filler pages. So I think that's what I'm going to kind of do. And what I was thinking was maybe doing a like writing down some of my go-to meals. And that, like me, obviously, like lunch and dinner is interchangeable for me. Although lunch is kind of more things that I can make in bulk and have for 2 to 3 days. Whereas dinners, I kind of get, you know, I kind of prepare them as I go. So I guess that is a little bit of a difference. But I need to have writing down some go-to meals. So I think we're going to do that with some of them. And then I was thinking about doing a freezer. Well, I need to do a freezer inventory. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. Something like this would also work for a freezer inventory because I can kind of do like frozen meats, frozen vegetables, frozen fruits, and then other stuff. I don't know, because I don't know. I think I like how it's broken up in a vertical, and I have so many of these planners. I almost rather use the planners than my filler paper. So maybe we'll just pull out some more planner pages. Being it looks like March was already, I had already dug through March. Here's April. Had I gotten into April? I hadn't gotten into April yet. So March I had gone through. Make sure I didn't go through February and pull pages out too. So yeah, I do reuse a lot of my actual planner pages. Like I said, I could use filler paper, but for some reason, a lot of my filler paper is very decorative and it's harder for me for stuff like this when I just want to do kind of like basic list to kind of figure out how to do it. Does that make sense? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do a freezer inventory on camera, but we could kind of set that up on camera as well. I don't know if I can do... I was gonna say we could also do my favorite meals list. Now I know the favorite meals list. I mean, there's also like meal planning extension packs and stuff, but I just don't need anything like that in my life right now. I am like swimming in extra like happy planner stuff, and then with all the new releases, I just know that I'm gonna want to buy new stuff eventually. So I need to use some of this stuff up and not buy any extra packs or anything like that. All right, guys. So I've pulled some washi and I did cover this up, but then I started thinking, I think I want to use this as my freezer inventory, and I want to do it more as a 2-page spread so I can kind of go across with it. And because I don't want the dates, I might be able to actually put stickers on here. So like I have a lot of these like meal prep stickers that I don't use that much. I really don't. So maybe we can use some of these to kind of cover up some of those areas. Why? I don't know. I like to use stickers. And these pages are going to be referenced a little bit more. Like I am not going to be decorating my actual meal planning. Don't worry, guys. I mean, although you can, I'm just not going to do it just because that's a little overwhelming for me. But I think doing this is fun. I have the time to do it. Yes, remember I said this is the 30th and I want to start this tomorrow. But that's quite all right. Here we go. Look at that. So what I'll do is I'm gonna like get this kind of started, and then at some point I'm gonna do my fridge inventory, and then when we come back to probably do some more planning, you'll see that product. And I am gonna try to put it all in one video, just because I feel like that is probably the most helpful way to do this. Now I have a whole bunch of those like check it off stencils, and I'm trying to locate them. Okay, I found one. I found the line it up ones. So what I'm thinking is I do want to do more of a checklist type of vibe. So that way, as I'm doing my freezer inventory, I literally just check it off. Or should I just scratch through it? Do I even need to do that? I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm not going to know what I'm going to want to do, guys, right? I mean, isn't that the thing? I'm trying to figure this out as I go. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, y'all, I have more stickers too. Look at all these. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do for this one, I don't know that I'm going to decorate this one up. You'll see it when we come back, but I do want some labels. Let's just use, so I have these. I like the ones with the carts, but you know, I don't have carts. But I can still use them, right? It's my planner. All right. And once I figure out what I want to do, I might get all fancy and create my own headers, like, and print them out and put them on my, you know, cut them out with my Cricut. I don't know, but I don't want to do that yet because I need to figure out what works. And even if, is this even a waste of my time? Am I even going to be keeping up with all of this? I need to. And there's a couple of reasons. First, I need to do this freezer inventory. I don't need to do a fridge inventory because stuff doesn't stay in there very long. All right, but I need to do this because what I'm finding is not only am I not eating this, the stuff that's in my freezer, and then having to throw it out, which is a budget issue, but the other big issue is budget for when I go grocery shopping. I feel like if I write my freezer inventory, if I plan out my meals, I'm gonna be spending less money overall. Not only, like I said, because I'm using what I have and I'm not throwing out stuff that's been in my freezer forever, but I'm actually going to be going into the grocery store more with a plan, which is something I used to do and I've kind of fell off from. And because I am kind of focusing on saving money and stuff like that, I kind of feel like I need to do that. All right, so I have meats, veggies, and I guess we'll do fruits here. I don't think there's anything else. Wouldn't that kind of be it? I'm not gonna write anything about like desserts or anything like that. The only dessert I'll usually ever have in my fridge is ice cream. So I don't really, you know. All right, and then we'll just say fruits. Okay. That's pretty much it, but I am gonna go ahead and do a few of these. And I will say, I keep saying about how I'm only cooking for one, which makes everything difficult. Y'all, if y'all look at my freezer, y'all would think I'm like feeding a small army. Because as someone who is cheap, if I see like meat marked down, I'm gonna get it. And like for certain days, like you go down to Aldi. I love Aldi, especially for meats. They have like their organic chicken breast sometimes, like marked down. And it's like still got 3 or 4 days left. Like it's not even like the day that it is Best Buy. It is like literally like 3 or 4 days. I guess they have like a truck coming in or something like that. So they're just trying to move it out. And I like stock up, even though I don't need chicken. But it's like organic chicken at a cheaper price than the regular chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. So yes, that is what I do. Now, I am planning on moving this around from month to month. So what I will do is I probably will write, obviously the stuff I have in there now, I might have dates on some of it. Some of it I might not. I mean, like when I froze it, I might have put dates on it. So that way I know when I put it in the freezer. But I don't know that I did that for everything. But I think like as I check it off that I use it and then I add new stuff in there, I'll just continue. This would just continue, if that makes sense. So you kind of got the gist of this. Again, you'll see this filled out through the magic of video editing at some other point in this video. But this is pretty much what this is. So this is my freezer inventory. I will probably do something fun here. We'll see. Okay, so this one is going to be my favorite foods inventory, or my favorite foods kind of like quick referral. It would probably be super, super easy. I'm sorry, I keep turning my head away from the camera because I'm like looking at other stuff. I'm like flipping through my sticker books. But what I'm thinking is if I write down some of my like favorite type of recipes, things like that. Like I won't get all in the weeds of what it is and how to make it and stuff like that. But I just kind of want to put them down for quick reference. And maybe if I have any recipe books, I can kind of maybe write that down for reference as well. So that way I can find them. So I think that's the point of this. And I think I'm just going to use a block per idea, right? I think that works. Again, oh. I like the double page spread. Like I said, I might do something fun here as like an intro page to this. I don't know. All right. So again, these are clear stickers. These aren't. Favorite recipe, guys. Oh my goodness. This, I'm going to have to use this. I'm pulling this now because I have to use this. I'm going to use these again. All right, so there we have that. What I was thinking for here is, all right, I think I'm gonna just add a bullet point. And these are like the stickers that I pull out all the time in my Plan With Me's and then realize it's the wrong color blue. So I never use them as much as I think. And I'm literally just gonna do this at the top here. And I will put what it is there, and then either I will write the recipe if it's pretty simple, and I'm not gonna, when I say write the recipe, I mean more like writing what I need for the recipe and not writing like 2 cups of this, 3 cups of that. And a lot of my recipes are very simplistic. Like they're not baking, it's more like I do this like peanut butter sauce, like a peanut sauce, and kind of make my own like stir fry. I use like almond butter and stuff like that. So like I might put that here, and then I might put under it like what I need to make sure I have, because I don't do it very often. I need to make sure I have like the rice vinegars and stuff like that. So I might write that underneath. And then there is an actual recipe that I have somewhere for it. I have like all these printables and stuff like that. So I might reference where that is, where it came from, so that way I can find it for quick reference. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking for this. And then I don't know what I'm going to do here yet, but I can also start it over here. So let me go ahead and pull another page out. Let's just do that now. There we go. Cute. I think I'm going to like this. All right, and I will do a couple of these off camera, so that way when I do come back to actually start filming, because I'm going to have my freezer inventory done, I'm going to have some of my favorite meals listed, and then I'm going to pop back in, guys, and then we are going to move. Oh my gosh, I need to find my planner. We need to move back to my meal planning section. And then we'll actually move into this and this to start planning. And I'll think more about whether or not I'm going to use this for planning or this for tracking. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe this is what I'll do. I just figured it out. I am going to do this for planning. And then here, I think I'm going to note whether I followed the plan or veered from it. Just so I can kind of do an overall monthly kind of quick thing. A quick assessment of how well I did here. And obviously I'm going to plan meals, and then I'm going to end up going out to eat. And that's not like veering away from the plan. It's like socializing. Because that's what I mean. It's me going out to eat to socialize versus me just picking up takeout, which could always happen too. But I actually don't do that very much. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. This is going to be whether or not I stuck to the plan or not. Yes. All right. So the next time you see me, I'll be showing you how I finished all of this stuff up. My meal plan, my freezer inventory, and my favorite recipes. And then we will kind of get moving on some of this. All right, see you in a bit. All right, guys, I'm back. And yes, I did go a little crazy with the decorating, but it's been a very, very stressful day. I filmed the first portion of this video at probably like 6:45 in the morning, and it's now 6:45 exactly in the evening. And it's been such a crazy day with work. So I had to take a little like 10-minute breather and like decorate. So that is why this is all decorated. So I had showed you earlier that I pulled out some vertical pages to make my freezer log. And what I did is I just used regular computer paper. I do have heavier computer paper. I have this kind that is equivalent to Happy Planner, which is 32-pound paper. And I also have 90-pound paper, which is the 160 GSM that is equivalent to like Archer and Olive. But I didn't want it to get too thick, so I just used cheap computer paper here, because the thicker it is, it just makes my planner thicker. This doesn't really add any bulk. And I didn't want to deal with the punches as much, so I just cut it around, taped it on, and then put washi here. And if you wanted some of the heavier computer paper, I do have it linked. I get mine from Amazon, and I do have it linked down in the description box. All right, so yeah, I wanted to cover up this side because this was part of a weekly vertical, and I just said, what's in the freezer? And these are just letters that I got from a Michael's Recollections alphabet book, and I ran out of E's, so I used F's and then used the bottom of an L. And then these stickers are Agenda 52 meal planning stickers, but it was on heavy clearance, so they may no longer be available. All right. So then you flip it open, and you guys had saw where I was drawing the lines, and I went and did a quick freezer inventory, and I did this pretty early on, but I didn't like get all into the nitty gritty. So there still might be some things hiding underneath other things, but at least I have a general gist of what it is. And yeah, I would say that I have chicken breast in here. I probably have like 3 packs of chicken breast, pork loin. I probably have like 2 pork loins that are like chopped up. So yeah, this doesn't show the quantity that I have. So that is the quick one. And then I added a sticker here. I don't remember what was labeled at the top, but I put my own label down and wrote my inventory dates. And I did this in red, and I think the next time I add stuff, then I'm just gonna add it in a different color, just so I'm kind of aware of how frequently I do this. It's just something for me to kind of keep track of. All right, I don't know if that's gonna be beneficial or not, but I would rather start doing it now and then find it to not be beneficial rather than not have done it and then wish I've done it. I mean, even though it's just a date, but yeah, you know, we'll see. Eventually I may go ahead and do checklists across, but I just kind of want to see how well that's working. And then I have my other pages, and then I have this. And then this is meal ideas. So I had talked about this. I did the same exact thing. I just put a flimsy, basic, cheap printer paper over top of it because I was covering it with stickers. Even though you can, I don't know, you probably can't see it on camera, but I can see like the outlines of what is underneath, but that is perfectly fine for me. And this is my recipe ideas. You guys had saw I was putting the bullet points on there, and I did add some stickers. I obviously haven't had enough time to do this, but I did like add one just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So like I have a 131 method kind of book that I bought like years ago, but it has really good recipes in it. It doesn't have a lot of recipes, but it has some. So like there was like a barbecue chicken pizza, so I wrote that on there, and then I kind of wrote some of the ingredients that is needed, and then I wrote the page numbers and where it was from. So like when I'm writing down my meal ideas, I'm not going to write a full-on recipe here. Basically, I'm going to be telling myself where I can find that recipe because a lot of stuff nowadays, as long as you know what it's called and kind of like a general ingredient, you can Google it and it'll just pop up, because most of these recipes, like the barbecue chicken pizza, Like it was in the 131 method book, but then, you know, they have like a pizza crust recipe in there as well as like a barbecue sauce recipe. I'm sure I can find something similar online, if not the same exact recipe. So that's kind of what I do. I write the overall thing and then some of the ingredients so that way I can kind of Google it if I need to, or if I have the book, then I'll write where I can go to get it. All right, and then yeah, I just wanted to use all of the stickers. This one's popping up because I moved it quite a few times. But yeah, I just wanted to use them all because I don't know when I would use them. And I'm not planning on actually decorating this or this, my actual meal planners. And I only decorated this because like I said, this is going to be something I refer to a lot. But I'm never going to use these stickers. I'm not like someone that loves to cook or loves to bake, so I'm probably not going to do a theme with that. So yeah, that's why I threw all the stickers on the page. But then I started covering up a lot and I'm like, I need to put spots for like my favorite recipes or something like that. So that might be what I do here. I don't know what I'm going to do for the back here. I just left it blank. All right. So I don't know when this video is going to go up, but it really doesn't matter. Because when it comes to meal planning, like what I decide to plan, it doesn't matter what day I'm filming or what day this goes up. It's kind of, you know, it is what it is. All right. So Monday's the 3rd, Tuesday's the 4th. That's the only issue where I say that there is going to be a little bit of a problem when it comes to me meal planning. Not necessarily for Tuesday because I am going to be working on Wednesday. So I know I'm not going to do anything like crazy on Tuesday. But Monday I might not be like eating at home. That'll probably be the day that I go and do something or whatever. I mean, even Tuesday, like for lunch or whatever, dinner, I don't know if there's gonna be any cookouts or anything. I'm like such a last minute person when it comes to stuff like that. I am such a planner, but when it comes to like 4th of July, Memorial Day and stuff like that, I like really wait till the last minute to plan things just because there's just so much stuff to do at home that I like have to like evaluate what's going on. All right, I'm trying to find a pen. We'll just use this. All right, so I'm just gonna write, and what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna skip the 3rd and the 4th. I'll do breakfast, but I just don't know what I'm gonna do there. But I have ideas of what I want to do for the week. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm probably gonna do eggs because I have eggs. I don't know if I'm gonna do boiled eggs. I just did some boiled eggs because I was so bad about eating. I'm like, I just need to do some boiled eggs so I will eat them. So I'll do eggs. And then I don't know about snacks. All right, let's start with the real stuff. Let's start with Wednesday. So Wednesday the 5th, I am going back to work. I don't really have a reason to take off work, so I figured I'd go ahead and work and take off when I have something to do. All right. I think I need to start getting back into smoothies. So I'm going to do a fruit smoothie with protein powder. Okay, I'm not going to get specific right now. I have enough frozen fruit that I don't need to prep for it. For example, for my freezer list, I have the meats, the veggies, and the fruits. Yeah, see, I have all that frozen fruit. Like when I get bananas, I actually break them in half and put them in a freezer Ziploc bag, and because I like to use frozen bananas in my smoothies. I also have avocados that you can buy from the store already frozen in bags, like sliced avocados, which are really good when they're not in season because it's actually cheaper to get the frozen ones than a regular one. But yeah, so I have plenty of that. So yeah, we'll do that. Now, I was thinking for lunch. So like the barbecue chicken thing, the barbecue chicken pizza really sounded good. So I think I'm going to do that for dinner. Lunch, I will do a Caesar salad with grilled chicken. That seems like a lot of chicken, but that's okay. Then for snacks, this is where I need to start getting healthy when it comes to snacks. All right, so I need to add some more veggies into this. I think I can do that in the morning. In the afternoon, I'm gonna, maybe I'll do more of substance in the morning and then do Pistachios. How do you spell pistachios, guys? It's one of those words that I would know how to spell if I wasn't filming. Okay. And then in my morning snack, I actually want to do tuna. I do canned tuna a lot as a snack because it doesn't really. Okay. So that is my Wednesday. Thursday, I'm still going to do a smoothie. For dinner, I'm going to still do the barbecue chicken pizza. And then for lunch, now this is where it gets all complicated. It's like, what do I want to do for lunch? Do I still want to do, let's do a Greek salad. Okay, so we have Greek salad with prosciutto. I think that's spelled right. If not, it's close enough. I'm going to leave out the snacks. All right, and then I'm going to do it for Friday. I'm not going to do Saturday and Sunday because I don't want to plan for the whole week. Like I said, not only do I cook for one person, but when I grocery shop for one person, I usually go to the grocery store multiple times a week, guys. Yes, that is me. Okay. So I'm going to stick with the smoothie, do smoothies all week this week. Give myself a break from the eggs. And I think I still would keep with the, no, I'm not going to do a Greek salad that day. Let's do, I know for dinner, I'm going to do carnitas. Because I have taco shells I need to use. I got them on clearance and like they expire at the end of the month. And while I'm thinking about it, I need to do it. All right, so I want to do carnitas. And what do I want to do for lunch? I think I'm going to do a lunch smoothie. I call it a lunch smoothie, but I put more vegetables in it. So I do like cucumber, spinach, mango. Maybe this one I'll do without protein powder. And this one is with protein powder. I don't like to do, but this is why I do like to meal plan. This is a good reason. This is a good example of me meal planning. I know none of this stuff is exciting, but for me, like I do need to kind of think about things like that. Oh yeah, this is actually perfect because I have a doctor's appointment. I have a chiropractor appointment that day. So that'll give me enough time to like throw it together and do that. And then we will do tuna again for lunch. For a snack. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably something like a yogurt. Because I know I'm going to be hungry while that's cooking. Okay. So that is how I'm meal planning, guys. Nothing exciting, but because I had mentioned it in one of my prior videos, I did kind of want to get on and do it. Like I said, I didn't do Monday and Tuesday just because it's the 3rd and the 4th, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I am filming this on the 30th, so I still have a few days to decide. And like once I figure out what my weekend's going to look like, I will go ahead and probably pencil in something here. Who knows? I might move carnitas over here and then make something else for Friday because it's far enough away. But basically I need to do this so I can plan my groceries, which is what I might actually end up doing there. So what my plan is, so I know for the barbecue chicken, I need to get ingredients. So let me go ahead actually while I'm thinking about this. Whoops. This whiteout pen, this correction tape is just, I'm not a fan. Okay, so we'll do grocery list. I know one of the ingredients I do need is tomato paste. So I know I'm going to put that there because I need that for that. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I don't know, I need spinach. I need to see what the other ingredients are to figure that out. But this is what my plan, that's what my plan is. So that way I can kind of write my grocery list and check things off as I get them. Because I'm also I'm one of those people that I will buy a whole bunch of fresh vegetables and they'll go bad because I have intentions of doing something, but because I haven't been planning, I end up not doing it. So I think what I may do, I have salmon too. So like, that's the one thing, like salmon is one of those things you don't have to really prep for. So I have like frozen salmon that I can like throw in one of these days if I need to. All right, so that is it. That is how I'm going to be meal planning. I'm going to be using this not as a log. It's actually going to be my meal planning. And then I'm going to come here. So on Wednesday and Thursday, if I done it, I might just do a big check because I stuck to the plan. If I did not stick to the plan, I'll write on here like eight chips for lunch, you know, or something like that. I'll write that here. So yeah, that is kind of what I'm doing. Like I said, I made my little freezer log, which I'm super excited about, and it is in my planner. So I will hopefully utilize it. Here's some meal ideas that I really need to think about and add some more. I added this one, but there are more I need to add, but I will do that later. And like I said, I'm kind of writing a reminder of where I can find them at and like some of the things that I need to think about as far as ingredients goes. So yeah, this is my meal planning section. I know it was kind of all over the place. And it wasn't like anything like, wow, but I just kind of wanted to show you what my process is, because this is something I've never been this in depth with my meal planning type stuff before. So I kind of wanted to like do it with you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And I do want to give a big thank you to all of my returning subscribers. All right, guys, so that is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.